Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is not the colourful table channel at the moment. This is the very boring white pixely looking table that's featured inside of a caravan that I'm currently standing in, well, sitting in, well, actually I'm standing, not to, you know, show my arms are dangling there, but not to sort of portray that I'm sitting down. I'm actually standing up inside a caravan, and this is one of the many tables that are inside this caravan. But today we're going to be unboxing a couple of items. So these have arrived. I ordered these ages ago, one of them especially ages ago. One of them I ordered 2022, like 3 years ago nearly. I think that's how long it's taken for that to come. We'll check that out in a moment. I've already kind of opened both of these, so not so much unboxings, despite me removing them from a box as such, unboxing them from a box. So this is cool. I forgot that this was something that I'd ordered and was on the way. This is the Broken Sword Reforged, so it's sort of the remake of the original Broken Sword, the Shadows of the Templar. This is the Deluxe edition for the PS5. So this has come from Red Art Games, or Red Art Games. Really nice sleeve that you can see here, although not very bright on that. Let me do something like this. Here we go. That'll be a little bit brighter, I'd have thought. Maybe? I don't know, it still seems quite dark from me looking at the camera footage, but yeah. So this has finally released, I guess. I say finally, I don't think it's been too long. Nice Deluxe edition sticker that's actually unfortunately on the wrap. Ultra HD Blu-ray. Don't tend to see that on the boxes, do you? Not sure. Anyway, let's get this game out. I might try and recover that Deluxe edition sticker. This has come very nicely bubble wrapped, like I say, from Red Art Games. I think I did purchase at one point from Red Art Games the Fantavision, is it called? The sort of fireworks game that was originally released on the PS2, I want to say. And they did like a PSVR 2 version of. I played that game for about 20 minutes and I thought it was absolutely... I won't say what I thought it was. I did not enjoy that at all. I thought that was awful. Maybe you've got fonder memories of that game from back in the day, but I certainly didn't enjoy playing that in 2024 whenever I played it. So yeah, it comes with a nice manual for a change, full colour. We've got some nice concept art of George Stobart, Nicole, she's like French, isn't she? So yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a completely redrawn 4K upgrade of the original Broken Sword game. So I wonder, guys, like, what is your original experiences of the Broken Sword series? Have you played all the games? Have you played one in the series? Have you played the original here? I've got really fond memories, actually. Sort of got into the Broken Sword series all the way back when I first played Shenmue, actually, and subsequently joined to the Shenmue Dojo forums back in, say, 2003. I was sort of trying to find games that were similar to Shenmue, or, you know, games that people that have played Shenmue also enjoy and recommend. And I forget the user's name. I'd have to go back and see if I can find it in the old archive there, but some guy recommended me the Broken Sword series. He was a big fan of it at the time. I think it was probably only the first 2 games, maybe 3 at that point. So I picked them up for the PC, really enjoyed them. I had to download like a walkthrough from a website for certain parts, because it was like, it's one of those games where if you don't quite understand what to do next, you're clicking away, you're chatting to the same people over and over, you're trying to combine loads of different items. So in the end I sort of followed a guide and actually really enjoyed it. And it, you know, despite what people might say about, you know, using guides for point-and-click adventure games, at times I feel like you do need them if they're available to you. I've become a really big Broken Sword fan. There was a Kickstarter, I don't know if it was for this game in particular, but there was a Kickstarter for a new Broken Sword game that is actually being worked on, maybe even, you know, close to releasing as well. I will do a little bit of research on that, and I'll pop something on the screen and text to sort of say if that's what day that might be coming out, or I don't think it's come out. I don't think I would have missed it if it had. But yeah, I didn't back the Kickstarter despite me originally, I think I pledged like £300 or something originally, and then I sort of like, I thought afterwards, I don't really have this money at the moment. I'm in quite a bit of debt. So I'll not put myself in any more debt, but this is one series that I do really like. Obviously not on the same tier as Shenmue, like I would, you know, I'd give my life for Shenmue to a certain extent. I'm just trying to find the seal opening on this, which is down here, and yeah, I would definitely have gone in debt for Shenmue, but not so much for Broken Sword. But I do really enjoy the series, and I can't quite get into this CD. Here we go. So this is the soundtrack, of course, to, I'm assuming, the original game. I don't know if they've upgraded the music at all, but yeah, quite nice music in Broken Sword game. It's very orchestral sounding, very almost like thought-provoking type of music. Like picture the introduction to Tomb Raider, for example, like that when you first turn Tomb Raider on, and it's like da, 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 da. That's the kind of music that Broken Sword has to a certain extent. So yeah, pretty cool. Nice to own the soundtrack and the game there, and it also comes with a George Stobart pixel art keyring, and that's that game. Yeah, so pretty cool. I'm pleased about that because I forgot that was a thing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out the remake. The other item that I'm going to show in this video, again, I've already unboxed it because, funny story, I filmed unboxing this and then realised I'd not got the camera in the right direction. So it was like this, but I was unboxing it like this from this angle, right? So, I mean, instead of having a sideways video, I thought I'll just redo it again. So this is the Neo Geo Pocket Color Selection Volume 2. Like I say, I ordered this in 2022, so it's taken 3 years for them to make this. So this has come from pix'n, who make awesome products, actually. I picked up the first selection. I got the blue box. I'll link the video to that because that was a really cool unboxing. We had some really nice items inside that. As a personal Neo Geo Pocket Color fan, again, the Dreamcast introduced me to this console, this handheld console. It was advertised in loads of Dreamcast magazines back in the day, and it had a Sonic game on there. So I picked a Neo Geo Pocket Color up and absolutely loved it. I was quite adamant? Wow, I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Adamant, that's the word. Adamant on collecting a full Neo Geo Pocket Color PAL collection. I got quite close, actually. I bought quite a lot of games for us at one point, but they were always like £100 to £200+ each for a lot of the titles there. Very, very rare games. You kick yourself really for not picking them up back in the day when they were on like play.com for like 20 quid back in the day, but what can you do about it? Really, really love this console. I've subsequently sold all of the games now that I owned apart from Sonic Pocket Adventure. I kept that as a bit of a memoir, as it were, and obviously I kept the console. Got a couple of consoles, actually. I've got like is it a see-through one, I think, maybe? Like a Japanese see-through one. And of course the original blue camo handheld that I bought back in the day. So anyway, let's get onto this item here so I don't waffle and, you know, miss what is actually going on here. So this is the Capcom version. I think they did release both the first and the second in 2 different versions, the SNK version or the Capcom version. because I got the SNK version for the first one, I thought, well, I'll get the second one, so it's a different colour, it's not blue, it's a yellow one. I can have them both on display and sort of determine the difference between them just by visualising them alone colour-wise. This one, I've already, like I say, done an unboxing of. That obviously you won't see that footage because you're seeing it now, but again, but I'm not too impressed actually with this collection on par with the previous selection. I'm not quite sure why it's taken them 3 years to produce this, because it just seems like a lot of paper stuff to me, which is great. I mean, I do really like these. These are like mock cases for the games that you'll find on this collection. So that's nice in a sense, and that would be a cool addition alongside other stuff. So if you remember for the first volume, there was like an acrylic stand of a Neo Geo Pocket Color and some characters and stuff like that. I think there was a vinyl record. I may have paid more for the vinyl record actually, but I don't believe there's a vinyl record for this one. Here's the game anyway. It's pretty cool. It does come with a manual, so sort of tells you the games that are in here. So let's quickly run through the games that you can find in collection 2 here. So you've got Card Fighters Clash, and there's a bit of theming going on with the Card Fighters Clash that you'll see in a moment. There's Big Bang Pro Wrestling, there's Biomotor Unitron, Mega Man and the Battle Fighters, Puzzle Link 2, a game called Gambari Neo Pokemon, and I do recognise this guy actually, despite me not knowing what that game is. The King of Fighters Battle de Paradise, Baseball Stars Color, awesome game, love that. Pocket Tennis Color, great fun game. If you ever had on the Game Gear the tennis game that had Sonic as the umpire, and it also came with a soccer game, didn't it, as well, like an Italia something game, and a rally game that was like very much a similar game to Hang On or Outrun. That 4-in-1, it was like a columnsy game as well, if anyone knows what I'm on about. This tennis game plays like an upgraded version of that tennis game, and the soccer game actually again plays like an upgraded version of that on the Game Gear. So if that's something that you enjoyed back in the day, you can check those 2 games out. Comes with a reversible sleeve. I quite like the sleeve that they've given actually on that one. So that's that side done of the box, and then pretty much after that there's not too much else going on here, guys, which was slightly unfortunate. This is probably the best item of the thing, is a Neo Geo Pocket Color mock case, so made to look like an original Neo Geo Pocket Color clamshell. You can feel it's not quite the same. This is very smooth. It feels a little bit fake, but also it's great. It's like very much like a 99% replica to an original case. So I do like that they've included that. I did find my thing here, the glue had dried off, and yeah, it's left sort of like a weird black residue. Not too much of an issue really, it's just something to note. And again, some more paper stuff, so yeah, just some artwork on sort of nice, sort of soft touch, glossy, maybe about 300 GSM card, just 1 per each game. So you've got the replica sleeves and then just some kind of art cardy things there. It's not anything too exciting really. And then there's this sort of, I don't know, card game that they've made, which is a cool idea, but I don't think personally I'm ever going to play this with anyone. It's sorry about the car noises, like I say, I'm on a Caravan. So it looks like you've got like two players have these mats, and yeah, there's a Card Fighters Clash sort of real life version of the game. So if you really enjoy the game, I've played Card Fighters Clash and it's not really my cup of tea, it's not really my type of game. Strategic, tactical card game. But yeah, this, if you did enjoy that game, this is probably right up your street, because you've got sort of a replica, real life version of that card game. So this is probably stealing the show for someone out there that really enjoyed the game. You get cards of all these characters, Ryu, you know, your Street Fighter, Capcom type characters. So that's pretty cool. So if you ever wanted to play Card Fighters Clash in real life with a friend, get together and have like a bit of a board game type of night, you can do so with this collector's edition. But like I say, it's not really anything that I'm going to be too interested in. It's nice to own. Can we get that out? So I'm assuming these will be the SNK cards. So I'm not going to show these off too much, but you get the picture there. There's some more cards in that pack too. Unless they're all Capcom, and you have to pick up the SNK variant of this collection to get the SNK cards, I'm not sure. And then there's this box, which I don't quite get just yet, but maybe it was explained on the rules, that maybe you use these little see-through, sticky, weird coloured cubes for something. Like I say, they must just be like game pieces or something. At first I thought something had smashed inside the box because I was rattling the box around, and yeah, they're just sort of just loose in there, and I thought maybe there was an acrylic stand in this box and it had just completely shattered, but no, actually it's part of the game, I think. And then yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I mean, like I say, I was slightly disappointed with this one because the first selection had some really cool items, I thought. Very much the same sort of thing with like the replica sleeves and the case, but instead of the game there was like some other nice items that aren't really present in this one. Like I say, maybe that's just me and you'll appreciate this one more for having the real life card game, but again, not quite sure why all of this stuff has taken 3 years. That's like a lot longer than limited run games, which a lot of people are having to go at limited run games for like really long shipping times, wait times or whatever on making items. And then you've got this product here that has taken 3 years, and it's mostly paper stuff like cards, books, replica sleeves, etc. And the game, of course. It does come with a nice certificate of authenticity that like the first one did, but as a collection I do still think it's awesome. You know, it'll go alongside the first selection rather well. But anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've shown a couple of items off there. We'll be back with more videos soon because I've got loads of Funko Pops on the way, Sonic Funko Pops. We're going to have to keep buying and unboxing the Sonic Funko Pops. I'm going to do a big unboxing of the latest ones that have arrived very, very shortly. But until then guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care and I'll see you soon.